Hi guys, my name's Maxi, and since my garage band crashed and everything was deleted, I'm making a My Singing Monsters Iceberg video. Hope you enjoy. My Muppets Show was a video game app released by Disney Mobile and Big Blue Bubble for the iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad. The app was first released on June 17, 2013, distributed exclusively in Australia before becoming available worldwide. On December 10, 2014, it was announced that the app would be discontinued, permanently shutting down on January 9, 2015. Furcorn's Jelly Dreams is a spin-off made by Big Blue Bubble, which was a Canadian exclusive game on the App Store. It was later discontinued and remade into Jammer Splash. Thumpies was a rhythm-based game made by Big Blue Bubble in 2010. Thumpies would later be used in My Singing Monsters, and the Thumpies game would be locked from the App Store. My Singing Monsters Official Guide was an app published on June 21, 2017 by Big Blue Bubble, and was available for both Android and iOS. It was, obviously, a guide for My Singing Monsters until they shut down the game. My Singing Monsters Playground is a multiplayer party game released on November 9, 2021 for Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, PlayStation for 5th, and Steam for Windows. The Monster Handlers are the nickname for the workers at MSM. These monster handlers consist of Matthew Stewart, Sarah Parsons, Matthew Bell, Jenny Anassa, Tyson McGavin, David Fardell, Haley Joanna, Eli Horn, Charlie Colin, and Dave Crow. Does this one need explaining? MSM Fandemonium was a YouTube show made by MSM. It was a replacement for those Singing Monsters, a show that was supposed to come out with only one vocal clip of what would happen in the show. The My Singing Monsters behind-the-scenes video is the second most viewed video on the My Singing Monsters channel. It's the monster language. That's it. Critters are the mini monsters you see on the islands. My favorite is the celestial one because it's mysterious. The only Easter eggs that come to mind are the My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire parts located all around the 5 Mirror Islands. Tell me in the comments if there's more Easter eggs. The reappearing symbols represent the Colossal signature, which they've marked on everything they've created. The theory is that on the My Singing Monsters maps, the magical islands are in the exact same places as Dawn of Fire maps, so it's hugely theorized that they changed over time to become the MSM Magical Islands. They changed Hollow's Leaf to Cherries. It's not known why they changed it. The original Flute Fly was originally supposed to be the Earth Island Quad, before they changed it to Quaristar. FDJ stands for Furcorn Jelly Dreams. I'm not sure why they're mentioning only Air Island. Like early Flute Fly, Ping Pong was originally supposed to be the Water Island Quad, then replaced by Shelby. The Chinese and Korean My Singing Monsters is called Monster Choir and came up with the ideas of costumes in the first place. My Mammoth and My Pom Pom is a spin-off of the popular game My Singing Monsters that is made by Big Blue Bubble. This game is free to play on iOS that is like those dumb Talking Tom games. My Singing Monsters has a content policy. That's it. Kano was an early name for Kana, the fire element monster. Rare Kano is a huge Easter egg because one of the names it can come out as is Kano, and the bio says that she's the first type of Kana, resembling how Kano is the first type of Kana. In the beta version of Dawn of Fire, it was called My Singing Monsters Generations. Dynadoo has an unused track in Tribal Island. Here's the sound. I don't know about you guys, but Dave Kerr's sound always so majestic. There is no tribal island castle I don't know what this is supposed to mean. In Dragon Sprite, His neck has an eye at the top you can't see in game. I'm scared. Mimic was a planned 6 elemental monster that was supposed to be used like the recording studio. Everyone loves it, and why it's ugly. Tried looking this up everywhere, and I couldn't find anything about this. There's not much to say. Early Scups egg from early design Scups. Golden eggs are the early versions of relics. The MSM official soundtrack for MSM is basically remixes of the MSN in-game songs. The Earth Island soundtrack even includes a beta version of Rare Warbox's sound. Those Singing Monsters was going to be a children's My Singing Monsters show. It sadly got cancelled and was made into Fandemonium. Wait,
My Singing Monsters, Dawn of Fire. Play now.
They really got the Dragon City as ads. The scene system is the physical barrier to the monster world and human world. Sugarbush Island, Composer Island, and Tribal Island are along the barrier, which means they use human interaction. WB Plus TV stands for Warbox and Galvana. It's because Galvana made the powerful robot Warbox, Dr. Wargany. Spirit was born around the late 1800s in London, England. Using an invention to hear unknown radio frequencies from different dimensions, he was able to discover the monster world, as well as the other dimensions that make up the multiverse. He created a machine that could open and close the monster world scene. But as he finally gets to fall into the monster world, he loses one of his machines, and I'm pretty sure he's turned into Spirit. Semi-RIP Hosai Human. MSM has a teaching guide for little babies. There are unused continent sounds in the files. Here they are.
Hey everybody, hey, let's go! Hey everybody, hey, let's go!
Ha-hoo-ga-hoo, ha-hoo, hoo, ha-hoo-ga-hoo, ha-hoo.
The Weirdos Eat Monsters theory has mostly been debunked, but the video with creepy animus take on its very funny lore. Beta Candelabra looks very different from what it is now. Her prismatics look a lot like this beta design. In Gobbledygoo's concept art, number 10 looks babyish, and since seasonal won't work on the continent, it's assumed that he was meant to be a fire elemental. In the files, there is a golden cork in their left ear. Deuce was teased as a new quad in the continent, but was later remade into Bensiners. Chorustar was meant to be a playable character in My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire. Yep, they really did sound like Dermot Law. Some Wublins have composer files in MSM. Limbo Island was a scrap new Dawn of Fire outer island. I personally think they will release Limbo Island when the prints come to Dawn of Fire. These structures look kinda dope in GL. It probably would have been much enjoyable if they used these in the game. And Green was a placeholder named for Fruit Fly in the files because under his mask, his face is green. The Pyrosite crystal is a scrapped crystal from My Singing Monsters. Dawn of Fire was intended to represent the Firelands, a planned area around the volcano that surrounds Fire Haven in the main game. According to the lore, Warbox is the battery to islands, so he can possess them, so technically he is the brains to Colossals. The 12 element symbols represent the Celestials, but the 13th one represents the Colossals. According to the lore, it's not exactly known yet why the Dawn of Fire split, but we have theorized that a disruptive force made the Colossals forget how to sing, moving them apart. Yep, MSM has a Vita port. G-Tube and Ostrich was supposed to be P's Vita exclusive until they added them to iOS. Spang, 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 spang. It's never gonna happen because seasonal weren't around during the Dawn of Fire Time 6 get up. Furcorn Jelly Dreams Ethereal Island was a cancelled update. We only have a piece of the Ethereal Island. Robux at 100% happiness can give you 5 diamonds. Outer Island crystals are obtained by using the Prism Gate in the Outer Island in Dawn of Fire. Chromatic Rift was the beta name for the Prism Gate. Very epic name. Have you ever seen this video? This video is the most well-known video from the MSM content. Checking it out, that started from the begging of October 2013 to the begging of January 2014. The contest was to do anything creative, kinda boring, not gonna lie. I don't know what this means. All monsters have feeding restrictions. MSM monster handlers have admit panels. We have no idea why they all have a Bogart egg on them. Also, Big Glow. The Feroy is that magical islands came from the globe dimension/prison gate. I couldn't find any videos or paragraphs about this. Can't really explain it. 6 years ago, MSM worked with Microsoft to make MSM on HoloLens. HoloLens is Microsoft's take on virtual reality. Finally, the final tier. FJ_monster is an unused monster found in the continent media. The FJ in its name is its elements, with its elements being F, which is the fire element in Dawn of Fire, and J, which is the shadow element in the original game. The magic binding of the tree is the world tree for all of the My Singing monster-related games. It's called Stablo Miehuria, which is Croatian for bubble tree. It is inspired by Yggdrasil from Norse mythology. 3 black cats playing Thumpies. Move is a video with Dave Cares cats playing Thumpies. That's really it. Now to the final piece of the iceberg. I can't find a clip anywhere where the monster handlers say this, but since this is an MSM iceberg, I'm assuming they have. Twitter Island Canon.